Hey guys, today we're going to be sculpting Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls. Once again, this is using Nomad for the iPad. And I like to start off by just blocking in all the main general shapes I'm using. So I'm using a lot of cylinders and spheres and even a cube for the head, and just kind of laying things into place so I can start getting the good overall shapes of the character. I decided to go ahead and take a little bit of time and start sculpting the jacket. I just kind of jump from thing to thing, just whatever seems like it needs some attention or whatever I want to focus on. Here we're adding a cylinder for his fez and sphere for the nose. Use the move tool to kind of drag it up to a point, push it, pull it around, get some spheres in there for the eyes. Again, I like to use the clay buildup tool mostly for adding and shaping my forms, and then I'll use the smooth and flatten brushes to refine them and make them look a little bit better. That is one thing I'd like to see a little bit better in Nomad in the future, is maybe some better smooth and polish tools. That's something I use a lot in ZBrush, and I'd like to see Nomad continue to add to those areas. Or if we could get better topology and retopology tools, that would also help. Here I'm adding the hair with the clay buildup tool and reshaping the hat as needed to make that fit. Pushing in, pulling in the ears and the teeth. Working on the legs. So hard surface objects such as the glasses are a little bit tricky in Nomad. I've seen Glenn Southern has some great tutorials on YouTube for doing them, and they can definitely be done, but they definitely the approach is a little less organic. You've got to be really careful about when you use the move tool and stuff, because it's very easy to introduce lumps into the surfaces. So when I used the move tool to add the bend of the glasses, I had to make the brush really large and adjust the fall off of the brush to get just the right curve. Adding in some spheres for some eyebrows. Eyebrows are a great place to create some asymmetry, and turn off the symmetry button so we can get some interest there. So now to make the teeth, I've masked the teeth off and I pull them back and I separate them into a different mesh. So I essentially create a hole in the face where the teeth were, and then I use that separated mesh to put the actual teeth geometry. And again, just keeping the geometry separate with the teeth and the face makes it easier for coloring, as well as those are going to have different material properties, and just getting a cleaner cut between the lips and the teeth. For creating things like the wrinkles in the kneecaps, I like to use the Crease Brush, both with the inverse on and basically in subtract mode and additive mode, you get different effects for cutting in wrinkles or pulling out things like where the knees go. For the feet, I use pretty much the same thing I did with Mario. I mean, this whole approach is very similar to my Mario video. Be sure and check that out if you haven't already. I'll trim off the bottom of the feet to get a flat surface, and then select a ridge around them and scale them up. I ended up having some kind of holes in the geometry between the feet, so I ended up creating a cube and placing it between those and just merging those together. The tube tool in Nomad makes it really easy for creating and posing out fingers really quick, so I did that as necessary and eventually merged them into the hand and used the smooth tool to make it look nice. The hands are also another great place to add asymmetry. So I'm getting close here. My recording got a little corrupted on the second half where I went through and colored him, so unfortunately I don't have that, but here you can see the final Grunkle Stan. I hope you like this. If you'd like to see more, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment below if there's any character you'd like to see me try and tackle in the future. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this stuff. Thanks for watching.